Kikhubor ka Batesi TV. Lawan Rashapi taka Frank Motors, the all-new Altros. Now, with more exciting features.
Ka IZ Group of Institution Bangalore, Kadai ka College Babatam na banta ka Jingpuli Nursing, but Paramedical Course, Hospital Training, Pinyo Scholarship but 6% ka kam, Haki Hospital Bahedo ha India but Shabari. Na banta ka Jingpuli, ka Jingsiyo ka Baret, but Pila Banlet Puli, Daka Education Loan, Pila Urban Chukol hau number, Kandai Nyo, Sao Sao, San Rio Pranon, Lani, Kandai Pran Rio Laisan, Pan Riway Kandai Pran.
Ban penslur yagi Khynnah bagin yoi ya kalawai bapernai ka avenues kala penlong da ka Apex program ka badai ka jing ai jing hikai syapang ka soft skill coaching bagan top nado ka jing yakren para brio ka perkat perdain kat kum ka juk sayan bat ka bhaga miat ya gani ka jing ai jing hikai ka pasan sngi lenter la sedang nado ka arpuai tarik unailar arajar arpulai kerpang na ka benta ki Khynnah puli jong ka Adventist Higher Secondary School West Jaintia Hills District. Haga singi penkut ya gani ka workshop la donlang ka Additional Deputy Commissioner jang ka West Jaintia Hills District ka kong Mabel L. Kenta kinong hikai ka Adventist Higher Secondary School bat ki Khynnah Skul.
I'm very grateful for the team from Avenues for having created something special like this for young students. When we were in school, we never had these type of courses. We just had to go to regular school. We did our school subjects and we prepared for exams, and we were more involved in like studying and just memorizing everything by heart, because that time it was important for us to get good marks. But now we live in such a competitive world, and your good grades are not going to be enough in this day and age. Like even if you are the best student, but once you come out, and even if you, supposing if you are appearing for these competitive exams, even if you have done well in the written test, when you appear for an interview, the moment you enter the interview room, the way you present yourself, how you sit like you were taught, even in these few days, how you speak, how you stand, all these things will be judged. Your personality is also being judged. So these skills, we are not taught these kind of skills in school. So I'm very grateful that you as young students, while your minds are still young and impressionable, you are being given this opportunity to learn some of these skills, and also I can even tell just from the experience sharing by some of the students that they are a little like they have more courage, and they are more brave to be able to speak in public, and I hope that you will become more active in future, and you will be able to represent your school in maybe different kinds of competitions, and you will bring lots of laurels for your school from these new skills that you have acquired in this short span of time.
Today I'm going to tell you about what we learned the whole week. We learned so many things like the 3 V's, power stances, and so on. So as our teacher, Miss Chelsea, she teaches us many things like activities. She teaches us not to feel scared about math, science. We should not feel scared about anything. We should have an effort also. We should have we should have a goal. We should put a goal on ourselves. Like if you want to become this thing, like if you want to become doctor, you should have the mind that we will do that one. If you fail also, no problem in that work. You can still keep on doing. Like she teaches us that if we work hard also, sometimes we fail. Yes, it's correct. I saw so many of my friends, they are like that. So I see like it's correct only what she said, and I'm trying to encourage every one of you to try harder if you fail also. Thank you.
So we learned four sitting postures. That is, number 1, he'll show us, our handsome brother here will show us how to do it. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Let's all give him a big round of applause. And then not only that, I would like to call upon the girls' side too. Any volunteer from the girls' side? Who wants to do? So girls, I know that we all have learned, so it's just a revision for us. Let's see. Okay, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Okay, so since we have just see that the sitting postures which we had, let's not forget, let's remember in our hearts, let's whenever we meet someone, let's try to remember that how the way we should sit and communicate with the person. And I just want to say that the thing that I feel the most important, or the thing that I benefit the most during these weeks, is that we learn about teamwork. We learn how to communicate. We also learn how to express ourselves betterly, more clear, more effectively. And then not only that, we also learn about how to achieve our goals. As we all know that everyone here who's seated here, we all have a goal. We all have a goal. And that in order to achieve that goal, we need to pursue, we need to put effort, sleep well, eat well, take rest, and then have a good habits.
Khynnah ki resort ki batamai bangin dapat yak rukop training ni kacing ai training juga avenues. Namanya tu mencuba ni avenues ki syukur mau beri English training tu kita. Tika avenues company tak nak training agency pun. Ka avenues mana syukur Khynnah ki kot ka social enterprise. Kamu kaya trade direct pada community. Di hakata kalian. Mencuang no ngimhikai tak paring. Mendai tang soft skills tu. Kini ke model thamai dan ke framework thamai, ke pelet jenggot ha manong no ki skill ki buper. Kumno bangin ras khmat. Tamar pindah pet jeng start saya tentang dai. Stangkat no pikwa benan ayo masuk nampo internet. Tingim kuai ki kena ba hoi ka yarap ki tamar ki don ki skill ki ban hap don kam ka jeng ya trailang long ka jeng hikai do ubriu. So lah benda kabriu lah ni ubriu, tapi don't come that human intervention. So for this Apex program, it's human skills for the future. Nak tentang lawai kan. Te imam in bataya tiket kindiat sapang ki kilai tili ki aspek ki ba kentup hakaneka Apex program.
That we're dealing with under the Apex programs, the initiative that we just started, deal with well-being, scientific thinking, and most importantly communication. These are the three areas that as an organization, based on all our experiences over the years, we have come to realize that is something that our state needs, that our youth needs, and also falling in line with the NEP, and also looking at the gaps that our youth face in today's education. There are so many things, right, man, across the years that we've spent. The number one thing is we're looking at is the dropout rate that we see so rampantly across our state and across our schools. So with the hope of the Apex programs going into schools, we wish to somehow inculcate an interest and get children to start developing a scientific mindset, scientific thinking, you could call it, or in very simple words, critical and creative thinking, to get students and all learners, even teachers for that matter, to not look at subjects with a sense of fear. I think even when we were small as kids, science and mathematics, these were two very scary subjects for us. But with the introduction of STEM into our curriculum, STEM is scientific, science, technology, engineering and math. So we've tried to incorporate these elements of STEM into our curriculum and integrate it along with what Man was earlier talking about, that is human skills, which is something that machines cannot do, right? Which artificial intelligence can't do, is to be able to think with emotions and reason as well. And that is something that only humans will be able to do. So through this program, again, we're saying that the incorporation of STEM along with well-being, because students will be given access to programs and workshops and awareness campaigns that deal with their well-being. emotional, mental, right, physical, and that's it. That's what we're talking about. So the three aspects, the three legs, or like Man said earlier, Rishad, our pillars would be well-being, scientific thinking, and communication. Another factor that we're aligning with to our curriculum, what we've always done actually from its birth, from Avenues' birth, is communication. But communication now not only in getting to speak proper English or pronounce each word correctly, but it's also to be able to communicate in any form, verbally or non-verbally, right? So paying attention to small details like your body language, the way you greet somebody when you meet them for the first time, and sustain a conversation. That is something that we're looking at into our communications module, alongside with interacting with people, building their interpersonal skills, and also their ability to manage and regulate their emotions when in times of crisis and in times of challenges, because we believe that challenges reveal a person's true character. So in keeping with all of that, those are the two areas that we are hoping to achieve through our programs. I think one can do the other two that we analyzed so far in our studies.
The Khynnah kum ka study ke jong imo in habban yo ishai hadu kat nu kalau Khynnah na ne ka Khynnah. Thì don't keep pre-assessment forms, but keep post-assessment forms kan. Thì kita keep ka pre-assessment form buat Schwaben sedang ke program, post-assessment form dalam ke program. Thì compare na ka jing ano ko namar kin habban tik mark la ne kin habban bet he ki hab yalade. Thì ka study jong ka to in sapen kre ki ning ski ban one, but ka to ka report kan salit hi shaki the district administration. Kani ong bakadai take bit tang soft skills kalong no a new framework hakaba mathematics lani ka jingkhen lani ka subject science kat ki Khynnah kin num tiang than namar ba baling ngamdei unong hikai jingkhen menta namar banga tiang mdei banga jenjaring ang bangan stu yaki topics lani yaki concepts ki badon haka mathematics kan. The map Jasmine, if you have anything to add.
I think another one of the gaps was that basically what you just said, Man. It's about the fear that is so evident in our students when it comes to science and math. Their mindsets are closed to even accepting the learning because they look at it as something difficult. But through our programs and the incorporation of STEM awareness, we hope that students come out of those sessions going back to school, developing an interest and a curious mindset to understand what science and math really does for life skills, for soft skills. Something that we do every single day. Without these subjects, we wouldn't even be standing here, right? So with the incorporation of that, I think, and merging human skills and communication, it makes a perfect blend for what anybody would say as a wholesome education. And taking it one step further would be practicing whatever they have been able to acquire through our programs, and that is something that we wish to continue with the support and the engagement of the district administration and the schools and the colleges that are around. So I think together when we walk into this journey or step into this journey, I think it will be a wonderful space where all types of intelligences and learners and children from all over different communities who think that they cannot because their sense of worth is so less. I think this would be a good time for them to come together and understand that every person is unique and intelligent in their own way and can learn in different ways and still achieve the same outcome for their own success.
Santali kan ki Skul hakaneka first Apex initiative lingba ka avenues ngiyoban pat ka ngiyoban penankam hakaneka por tengah aingo yai managing director jom ka avenues Shri Mark Lightstone te shwa pangin manong no hoi kawi ka benta ka mangiklam pat patay na dumene kalong ka jing penankam ya ki Khynnah puraskam ya ki Khynnah rim ki khana ki ba por bangi dangrit lani por bangi he ngi jus ngau na ki matemen ki patemen kat nang yat kisnam tangba ngimtip ki badai sisane ki ba shutau tangba hakano kanu karukom kitu kijing itu khana ki hikai yangi kumno ban im kajing im kaba bha mo ngam ong banga bha e kajim kajanga manta tama ngatip kitu haktin preng ki values ngiyo kin ban shim na kitu ki khana imam jasmine an batai hakano karukom ki trainers ki jongi ki penon kam ki ni ki khana ban pasat shaki na ki ba don hakini ki classes.
Another very important aspect or element of our training components is the inclusion of culture and folklore into the curriculum. I think our culture has diminished in terms of its essence since we are so exposed to a lot of other things across the world. Most often we forget who we are, and that's exactly what we do through our programs. We take our children back to their roots, understanding that their true identity and the image that they carry out into the world, whether it is while meeting somebody for the first time or trying to speak to another child from another community, or even at the workplace, in school, for amongst themselves,
Mixed communities.
In mixed communities, like very much out here in the campus that we are in today, we take culture into the classrooms. We take folklore and folk tales into the classroom and merge them with our lessons in self-worth, in mindset values. So these are human core values that we choose, that are universally accepted all over. So our children leave our classrooms with a heightened and an increased feeling of belongingness.
Strong identity.
Yes, and a stronger identity. They already are aware of who they are. They just need to be nudged and motivated and encouraged to believe further in themselves and who they are and where they come from. And with our sessions in folklore and culture, we use these stories as a base to get our learners to truly value, respect and learn from their own culture, hoping that it would then spread further into them respecting other cultures as well. So that whole feeling of working together and collaborative leadership would stem from a strong foundation of their identity and self-worth. So with the incorporation of that as well, I think we are good to go.
Kata kadek kawai neki wadong no ki important aspects of this training program. Get talking about numbers, bani hagi bana Khynnah kan utli ki Skul ni kan ngot ki Khynnah. Te la kum no kat kum ka jingyo naki register sa naki attendance jong ki Skul ki prepare kelum lang ma nyau spa tam e te pilas thu pat hi dalas dang program ki don ki Khynnah ki ba kum tamo ki ba don ka jing pang ka jing storm kum ne kum tai tum ngin le hi ban accommodate so kat nungut ki Khynnah ki yo jing mentoi na kan ni ka program mana sukhen kelum lang average subo ba nyau spa ngot e the actual figures tingin saya share hi but ki but ki press lani hat share report lani but ki district administration ka report kan select na kaliang kachongi pan pen hado kan no kan ne ka program kan kala mentoi lani kumtamo ka hakano ko dugam kan yarap hi Khynnah bakin don lani kalaway ka ba kampernai